Well, I believe in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful nation. All you need is the will to do right, do right, do right.
And we're live. Welcome to a brand new episode of Anecdotal Arguments. Clocks jump forward, so anecdotally, it's taking less time to sort out the bureaucratic state lies. I'm your host, Jay Fry. With me, as per usual, Sean. How's it going, Sean?
It's Monday. We're here. Yeehaw. Let's do this.
And with special guest, you know him, you love him. Hi, Josh.
Hi. I know. I'm so special. I feel so special.
Tell by your short bus. Oh, that's right. We're bringing back 1990s insults. Nice Pumas, right. Bitch. Okay. And yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Psych. Oh god.
You're so fucking gay.
You're fucking gay, bro. Actually, I was we're not going to talk about this, but I was just thinking, I was watching this movie earlier. By the way, fairly decent movie. Harder They Fall. It's a Netflix special, but it's like black cowboys, even though there's no fucking cows in the entire movie. But the writing's well done. The cast does a good job. There's a couple are like, I don't recall Detroit being that active in the 1870s. But
is it set in Wild West Detroit?
No, it's not Detroit itself, but like you can. I'm like, sir, your accent is slightly off. But it's got Idris Elba as the bad guy, and he plays an American. Overall, though, pretty good movie. Decent ending. Regina King is a fucking bitch.
I mean, I did like Idris Elba as the gunslinger in The Dark Tower, so...
I didn't even like the book.
Yeah, the book's terrible, but it's still nice to see Idris Elba do the gun action stuff on Dark Tower.
I tried to get into the book, and I just couldn't.
It's Stephen King. Yeah, it's fucking Stephen King's really hit or miss.
Yeah.
And, like, I thought the Langoliers were way scarier until I saw a Langolier. I'm like, really? A tri-mouth meatball? You couldn't have just said that? But, definitely better when he's high on coke, but definitely worse when he's high on coke.
Yeah, gets you child rape scenes.
Like, did you need... No, it wasn't rape. It was just a full, willing gangbang to save them from nothing.
Yup.
I don't remember why do they remember? Did she not bang the black kid? That's racism if ever. Like, you're taking on everybody. Also, I don't remember how you could have this crush on a girl and it affect your life in the future, but yet you run a train on her, so you did lose your virginity to her. Yet, you grew up knowing she didn't like. He was the chubby kid.
I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't. The new one kind of sucked for me. Stephen King wrote everything on coke. Yeah, you need to read it on coke to get it. Yeah, I don't. No. Definitely prefer Chuck Palahniuk, not on coke. But it was a pretty good movie, and I liked it. As far as the shit I watched today and yesterday, that was probably the one of the better ones. So, speaking of, we're gonna start our shows commenting on the movie of the week. That way, we know where we can find it if we need to go back and reference it in the future. So, what did everybody think of Bourne Identity?
It's mediocre.
It's okay.
Now, what did you think of Bourne Identity when you watched it in 2002?
I didn't like it because I hate shaky cam.
Yeah, that was my issue. Was the shaky cam. But aside from that, it was a fresh take on those movies. This is pre Memento, pre grittier James Bond. It really did set the stage for a new take. Like this is just after some Pierce Brosnan Bond.
Right, which I think that the Bourne movies damaged what Bond was, or what Bond was going to become after they came out, because Bond is trying way too hard to be Jason Bourne at this point. Which,
well, that's this Bond, though.
Right, but I don't know. I prefer the way that the Bond movies were done prior to the Bourne thing being a thing. Like I see Bourne as an Americanization take on James Bond, which is fine for what it is. It's not James Bond, it's Jason Bourne, whatever, which is fine. But unfortunately, that fed back into what they changed Bond into, and that was bad overall.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't affect Pierce Brosnan because Pierce Brosnan's last Bond movie was in 2002. Die Another Day.
I have to admit, I've watched Brosnan the least, which is weird because I always thought he got shafted in the 80s when he had to do Remington Steele instead of becoming James Bond, and they put Timothy Dalton in instead. Which...
I'm glad he didn't get Timothy Dalton. Dalton had the darkest Bond.
Right, but Pierce Brosnan was born to play James Bond.
Yeah. Felix, I mean, he got fed to the sharks under Dalton. So
yes. Yeah. Yes, he did.
No, he got fed to the sharks under what's his nuts, the blonde guy.
No. Robert Davi fed him to the sharks under Dalton.
Because Felix got fed to the sharks with the new guy in the latest movie.
Did they redo it?
They fed him to the sharks, or at least he died on a sinking ship. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Way to fucking ruin that for me. Felix is my favorite. Who was he played by?
I don't remember. Because I'm bad with actors' names. I can't remember. Who's the hell is the guy who's playing Bond now? I can't even remember that. Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
For now.
Well, not anymore. Supposedly he's done.
Yeah.
There's another spoiler. They killed him.
They killed Bond?
They killed Bond.
The guy who played Felix Leiter under Brosnan was probably my favorite Felix Leiter. It was just he's very hillbilly and very loose with the CIA money. Well, loose with the MI6 money. What? He was the who the hell was he? He was the walking tall guy.
I don't know who that is.
Beefert Pusser? Oh, what the fuck was his name?
Because they had Jackie... No, they didn't have Jackie Gleason. They had a Jackie Gleason knockoff for the Roger Moore movies in the late 70s and early 80s. Now you're going to make me look him up.
My fucking earballs just exploded from this threat fucking summary thing.
Buford Pusser was an actual sheriff, apparently.
Oh, that was another thing about the movie. They were all real black folk. It's not actually Joe Don Baker. That's who that was.
Oh, Mitchell.
But they had like Bass Reeves, who was like he was the They were who they used for the Lone Ranger, like his episodes, because he self-published a biography. And he was in his own right a badass. Nate Love, Cherokee Bill, which is a black kid, by the way, not actually Cherokee. But they didn't have like a combined story like that. They probably didn't even hear of each other because not a lot of press going around in the Wild Wild West. But a pretty good movie overall. A little too many golden guns for the time period.
Huh, I always thought The Man with the Golden Gun was Roger Moore's first movie. It wasn't.
Well, funnily enough, Idris Elba, who is not James Bond, had golden guns. But like half the people had gold teeth, so I'm not sure if that was an allusion to James Bond or if it was just a black thing.
Well, it does go well with dark skin. It's a style thing.
Yeah, black and gold looks good together unless you're salient arms. Stop it.
Salient arms looks good together. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, fuck you and your yellow salient arms.
Actually, I like the Shadow Systems. It's got a bronze touch to their titanium nitride. It actually looks really good. You might want to look one up.
Might. I didn't have Blonde's problem with the Bourne Identity that she had too, which is that Marie was just an average-looking girl. And I'm like, no, it's fine.
What did they say about Fifth Element? I didn't even watch.
I didn't see that one either. Steven? Don't come on. Just say something pleasant.
Because that movie is kind of cherished by me.
Oh.
So.
You would not be happy with what they reviewed it as, but they didn't hate it.
Gary Oldman
Probably a 3 wikis or a 2 wiki.
I think it was 3, if I'm not mistaken. Here, I'll just go look.
Yeah. Like, Gary Oldman's a national treasure. He's not even from this country.
No, they gave it 2.
What?
They gave Fifth Element 2 wikis.
Blonde's opinion doesn't count because she's female.
Well, and I think Matt had the biggest problem with the Fifth Element because it's the same director that did Leon.
Yeah.
And he saw too much of the same thing in Mila Jovovich that he saw in Natalie Portman, which, okay.
Okay. I mean, but Mila Jovovich was, what, 28 at the time when they shot that movie?
No. Mila Jovovich
like
is
20.
She's a year younger than me, so she would have been about 23, 24.
Yeah. And that movie was 95? 96?
97.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. Matt sometimes has some interesting views.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, 75. So she's 22. So 21 when it was recorded.
It's okay. She's still hot.
Yeah. She was the love interest on the very first episode of Parker Lewis Can't Lose and stole my damn heart.
I think she is Ukrainian? Could be wrong.
Ukrainian-born actress and supermodel.
Yeah. She's really hot. That's all I know. I know she's Ukrainian and she's really, really hot.
Yeah.
Isn't Mila Kunis also Ukrainian or Russian?
I know she knows
I think
Russian.
she speaks Russian fluently. So,
I think she's
let's look her
from
up real
Russia.
quick. Mila Kuntz, yes. I know, Kunis. Mila Kunis. Jesus, that's a lot. Jewish family. Fucking knew it. Ukrainian USSR. Now independent Ukraine. 83, so she's 3 years younger than me.
She's 2 years older than me.
Which makes it perfectly fine when she scissors Natalie Portman.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about that Black Swan moment.
Mm-hmm. But she was underage as shit for that 70s show.
Yes. But it's okay. That's where she got her exposure.
That's my problem.
Why?
The exposure.
She was supposed to be playing like a 16-year-old.
And she was 16.
Yeah.
No, she was 14.
Oh, that's right. When she started, she was 14.
Yeah, she had her 18th birthday in the 4th season. Like, wait, what?
I actually found her character rather annoying on 70's show.
That was the point.
Yeah, she was really cute, but yeah, I couldn't stand her.
So Steven says Mila was 19 during filming. And she was 19 when she was cast. So technically still an adult.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe it's been a hell of a situation, in the last 20 years, going from a movie with a whole lot of special effects taking an additional couple years to come out, like Avatar, and what we're doing like these days, but with popping out a Marvel movie in a year and a half.
Yeah. Still waiting on Spider-Man. No Way Home. Come on, Sony.
I got it on
Steven can get it for you.
Yeah, Steven got it for me.
Well, I've already ordered it and paid for it, so.
Okay. Yeah, Fifth Element's pretty damn good, and I pretty much like anything with Gary Oldman in it.
Yeah.
Actually, I did not like... I mean, he's a great actor, but I did not like him in the role he was in The Fifth Element.
Are you kidding? No, he was perfect.
I say that, but Gary Oldman was in Leon, and I did not like that movie.
Isn't that the movie that the Everyone meme comes from?
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
He was like a DEA agent that partake in the stock. Yeah. Little pill thingy. Yeah. What? Yeah, I didn't really have a lot to say about the Bourne crap, because the Bourne crap is crap. And they just think up nonsense, and like, I like how Matt Damon in that movie, he's like, we're going undercover, we got to change your hair, and doesn't do anything to himself. And in all of his subsequent movie, he never dyes his hair, never cuts his hair. Walks around train stations, airports, all sorts of stuff. I'm like, dude, buy a hat. You don't even wear a hat, Jason Bourne. You're almost as bad as Sylvester Stallone in the opposite way with not wearing your helmet. Mila also had to memorize 600 words for her fictional language. Did she do a monologue in a fictional language?
No, she just had to learn the pronunciation and then repeat it a bunch because she had to rattle it off real fast.
Multipass. Like, she could have just used the Ukrainian accent. Why did it have to be a special accent?
I think she kind of was.
Yeah, I don't think she cannot.
Her Alice
in the Resident Evil movie, she didn't have an accent.
Yeah, her Alice is crystal clear.
Pass.
Zazie Beetz apparently was born in Germany to a German father and a American urban mother, and she has no detectable accent.
Just as a side note real quick, what do you guys remember Matt rating Tremors?
Or
He
2 out of
rated
10.
it like
Or 2 out of
2 or
5.
3.
It was a 2. I fucking remember it being a 2. Did he up it?
Okay, I thought originally it was a 1, and I just noticed that it is a 2.
Oh no,
But-
he rated it 2.
Which is terrible because Tremors is a perfect movie.
Which is a sin against humanity. It is a perfect movie. There was an Asian guy for diversity and a love
Senor
interest. Senor Chang? I don't think so.
No. I just call him that.
Oh, I was gonna say. It was
Even
Chang's
though-
General Store.
Yeah, it was Chang's General Store. Walter Chang.
So the only movies he's hated has been Blade Runner, Doctor Strangelove.
And Doctor Strangelove has like one of the best lines in a freaking movie.
I know exactly what you're
Leon.
talking about. There's no fighting in the war room.
Gentlemen, there's no fighting in the war room. Oh, it's such a perfect line.
It is. It's one of the best.
I thought he had one more 1 here. Let me see if I can find it. No, I guess it's just as... Oh, he did, Snatch. He rated a 1.
There's probably
There's partial Parawickle Blue. What?
Yeah.
Oh, Steven will appreciate this. I watched Anna, which is Jessica Chastain playing a hitman, and her mother was Gina Davis. So Gina Davis has gone full circle into Hitwoman to mother of Hitwoman. You hate to see it, but as they get older...
Yeah, well, I mean, everything ages.
Madonna's next movie, you'll know it's true when she's the mother of a whore.
Don't pick on Lourdes like that.
Hmm?
Isn't her daughter's name Lourdes?
Is it really? I guess it could be worse. It could be Blanket or Apple
Right.
or Blue or
North.
oh, that's what it was. I couldn't think of what it was. I was trying to think of the Kanye's kid.
Yeah. Northwest.
Speaking of, Pete Davidson's going into space, and I can't wait for a Challenger to happen.
That's,
Wait, was it Explorer or Challenger? It's Challenger, right?
It was Challenger.
Definitely blow up.
Well,
Oh, God.
if it doesn't blow up going up, is what Challenger did.
Blowing up, coming down.
Why can't he just be sucked out of the airlock accidentally? Why does the Challenger have to blow up?
Well, if
Stuck up.
if Kanye's dude,
Yep.
if Kanye's got nothing but money, and he does have nothing but money, he needs to pay to be on the ship with Pete and push him out the fucking airlock.
It's already a full group.
So the question,
Kanye has Kanye money though.
He could.
So-
he could buy it. I think it's like 6. So the other 5 are like Russian oligarchs just trying to get out of Russia right now.
I just have a question. Does the law apply in outer space at this point?
Yeah, like how far up do you have to be? Like,
Yeah, how far up do you have to be? Because, I mean, is it really murder if it's not illegal?
yeah. So I was above the stratosphere. Your laws of man don't count. Says Yeezy.
Well, it depends on who he's going up with. Is he going up with Elon or is he going up with Bezos?
Bezos.
No, fuck that. That's not even really going up.
Elon would allow you to use your flamethrower in the cabin.
Right?
I don't like Jessica Chastain. I avoid her solo movies. I also saw this fucking awful movie called Thunder Force with Melissa McCarthy, who was incapable of making a good decision. God, that's a terrible movie.
Melissa
But,
McCarthy can be funny, but Melissa McCarthy should never be allowed to ad-lib.
Oh God, yeah, no.
Or God forbid, be a creative consultant. Don't do that.
Yeah. But like after a while, I'm pretty sick of Ryan Reynolds ad libs as well.
Ah, that guy's so fucking charming.
I know.
Like, I hate Mark Ruffalo, but I am going to go see, or I'm going to watch on Netflix this new The Adam Project or whatever it is.
I watched it, and he was a total dick to the kid, and I still loved him. But because
Yeah.
the kid was a total dick.
Yeah.
And it was him. He was
Right. He was the kid. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't play the kid, but he is the kid as an adult, and I'm like, you're such a dick, but that kid really is a dick. I'm like, Ryan Reynolds as a child is awful. But there was some stupid shit too, like he's like, you close the fridge door, you know how the fridge door works. I'm like, dude, are you still an adult kicking your fridge door closed? Get a fucking life.
Yeah.
You're an adult.
So was it good? Is it worth watching?
It's worth watching to be worth watching. The science is absolute shit on it. Like you're gonna go, oh god. Like, but worth it, and like the ending was pretty good for what it was. And
Like, I finally watched Free Guy, and I just gotta go, God damn it, Ryan Reynolds can't make a bad movie.
No, he can't. Well, what about Waiting?
I liked Waiting. What the fuck?
I don't know. It was okay. He wasn't really in it. He was just the talking. I don't know.
And there's a part where he pulls out the swap, and the kid's like, "Is this a lightsaber?" He goes, "It's not a lightsaber." I'm like, "That's a lightsaber." It wasn't a lightsaber, but I was like, "It's a lightsaber."
I saw an interesting trailer.
It's not a lightsaber due to trademark issues. No, it didn't. It did a different thing, but for all real purpose and intent, it
Was lightsaber.
It did other things too.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't make sense things.
Yeah.
Like, how did it avoid doing it to other things, but not to those things? Like, is it intent based? Is it a machina? Is it just a machina? Is it an ex machina? Yeah. Yeah, you're swinging around on an ex machina. What?
Have you got? Oh, sorry.
What's the trailer?
Have you seen the trailer for The Bubble?
Is Pig out yet?
I don't think so.
No, I haven't seen The Bubble.
No, I have not even seen the trailer for The Bubble. But no, I don't know if Pig is out yet or not. But I desperately want to see it because I'm needing some crazy ass. Why can't I think
Well,
of his name?
he's got a movie called Jiu-Jitsu.
Nick Cage. I need
yeah.
crazy ass Nick Cage movies again.
Yeah, well, he's got one called Jiu-Jitsu,
Okay.
which could be pretty crazy from the look of it. But yeah, I definitely want to see Pig. I've seen advertisements for Bubble, but it's all on IMDb, so it's not like trailers. What is it?
Josh.
Yes, I'm here. Hold on.
Are you nodding?
Am I nodding about what?
it's from Slither. It's he asks a question and she doesn't respond, and he goes, "Cheryl, are you nodding?" Yeah, Sheriff.
Yeah, Sheriff.
That's
right.
Many...
She was like behind. She's the dispatcher.
Yeah, there's so many good.
It was Pam from The Office.
Outer space fucker, Martian. Lyme disease issue. Touch some deer shit, egg sandwich, Lyme disease.
Can I even show the trailer, or will we get copyright?
Oh,
we'll get struck.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we could try a transformative thing, but we
could try transforming. We could talk the entire time.
All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and send it into the chat.
We'll describe it for the chatters.
How many chatters do we actually have?
That's not the point, sir.
Okay, so the movie is basically about a bunch of actors shooting a really terrible movie. And they're locked in on set. So it looks kind of funny.
Actually, I just read a review of something like that.
And it's a comedy. So, I mean, it's got Karen Gillian in it. It's got Michael Key. It's got Pedro Pascal.
Michael Key?
Or not Michael Key.
Key and Michael's... Key and Ivory. No, not Key and Ivory. Key.
Key of Key and Peele.
Keenan.
No. What the hell is it? Jordan Peele and
It's from Judd Apatow, so
uh,
it's hit or miss. I know.
that
But-
really doesn't push me one way or another. Shut up, Patel.
It's got David Duchovny in it.
David Duchovny has this. He does this whole diatribe in what's the movie? Oh, Zoolander.
Evolution. Oh, not
No,
evolution.
Zoolander. He breaks down like the government and the killing of the
Okay.
models and everything, and Ben Stiller forgets his line, so he just repeats the first line again. David Duchovny stays in character. Goes, I just said it. I told you. It stayed in the film.
Okay, so it's got Karen Gillian, Fred Armisen,
Eh.
Iris Apatow. I have no who. I guess that's Judd's.
Somebody.
David Duchovny, Maria Bakalova. She's cute. Keegan Michael Key,
That's his fucking name.
Leslie Mann, and it does have Kate McKinnon in it.
Kate
Pedro
McKinnon,
Pascal.
Kate McKinnon can be
And-
funny.
Yeah. I can't even pronounce this guy's last name, but he's a British guy. It's Peter
Oh, the
Sarah
fucking
Fanak-
guy from
Nowix or whatever his name is.
the gun concierge from
Yes,
Wick
yes.
2 or
Yes.
3.
Yes.
It's got several hot girls in it. And Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch is in it for like a brief second.
And Iris Apatow is the daughter of Leslie Mann and Judd Apatow. So it's got his wife and daughter in it.
Yeah, but does he do to his daughter what Kevin Smith did to his daughter?
Does he do to his daughter what oh fuck, what's his name?
Kevin Smith and Johnny Depp?
No. Dario Argento does to his daughters. Directs their nude scenes.
I mean, while that's creepy because it's voyeuristic, on the other hand, you're their father. You've seen them naked their entire life, so there's got to be like less pressure at that point.
Yeah, but do you go, okay, now I need you to turn your ass towards the camera, show us the goods. Jesus, Karen Gillian is
Really,
Nebula.
really cute.
Nebula.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange. Pedro Pascal was that fucking
Mandalorian.
god awful thing. No, from Wonder Woman '84.
Yeah, he was that. He was the guy there. He was also in Narcos. That's where he got his start. At least that's where I remember him getting his start. Which I really loved Narcos.
Yeah.
So,
And then this Rob Delaney guy was in Deadpool 2. The dude with the mustache.
mhm.
Dan, what the fuck was his name? Peter, that was his name.
Oh, the average guy that wanted to be on X Force.
Yeah, like
Okay,
he said no to Kutheresh or whatever his name was, but he took the other guy. So that's technically for Marvel. I guess he doesn't really count as a superhero or anything, but villains and or good guys.
Even though I hate Disney, I'm actually looking forward to the new Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Expect
Does
it to
he-
crush your dreams because that's what Disney does with Star Wars. But yeah, I have like I've been saying for years, give me an Order 66 movie. Give me a series of Order 66 movies.
They did.
This could be that, but I don't trust Disney to do it right.
What was
I mean,
what was Obi doing during the Order 66?
he was on a planet when it took place, and then he fled.
Yeah, he's supposed to be hiding.
Yeah.
Because
It's
I want to
directed by
watch.
Deborah Chow.
I want to watch nothing.
Oh no, it's gonna fail hard.
Yeah,
Who's directing it?
It's directed by Deborah Chow and executive produced by Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, it's gonna fucking fail.
Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy is a no for me, dog.
yeah, she's poison to Star Wars.
I mean, look, Mando worked. Book of Boba was okay.
no, it wasn't. It was
Mando
terrible.
worked. It was
Mandalorian worked for basically if you take all of the good episodes, you can make one good season out of it. There's a lot of filler.
Well, yeah.
And you get to thank.
Dude, Peacemaker was 67% side quests.
Yeah.
You get to thank Jon Favreau for
Oh, I know.
why Mando was good. Okay, not Kathleen.
Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau were put in for the Book of Boba Fett, and also
They made
Mando.
Boba Fett a bitch, dude.
They did. I'm not gonna deny that. But there was some good parts to it.
Boba Fett got fat shamed, and he totally took it to heart and started working out. So next season he's gonna be ripped.
And I don't trust him to
Jimmy
do
works.
it right. But again, I want to watch nothing but Darth Vader hunting down rogue Jedi. I think you can make a ton of them if you want, and you get the audience to like the Jedi and root for the Jedi, yet knowing that Darth Vader's going to come in and wreck their shit at the end of the movie. You can be completely formulaic. You can do a lot of things with it, and you would get all of my money if you just.
It sounds like you
movies.
just made Rogue One.
Yes, that is the best part of Rogue One. There's a lot of Rogue One I like.
I like the droid humor in Rogue One.
That's all I've seen of it, and I did like it. Like, what was it?
Alan Tudyk.
She
does the
gets a
voice-
gun.
No, it was the I'm here to rescue you. Do not resist.
Yes, I love the droid humor. It's great.
And then 10 minutes of Darth Vader kicking all the ass. I thought they did a very good job with bringing back Peter Cushing from the dead.
Yeah.
Like Darth Vader just beating down Jedis with other Jedis using the Force. Just grabbing up a motherfucker and hitting him against other motherfuckers.
Well, they weren't Jedi. They were just rebel soldiers. But yeah, that's exactly what he did. He's just walking down a hallway, just wrecking shit. I'm like, give me more of that. And they could do that with the Obi-Wan series, but they're not gonna, is my problem. Is like, they could. That is the perfect vehicle to do it. Get all the member berries, get all my money, but you've got to actually deliver the goods. And Kathleen Kennedy is just incapable of doing what needs to be done with Star Wars.
There's fun, and then there's diametrically opposed to fun, and that's Kathleen Kennedy.
Pretty much.
They do pretty good. I think it's called Bat in the Sun. It's a YouTube channel that does what ifs, like they pose two superheroes against each other, and they have Batman. I think it's Batman fighting.
And I am looking forward to seeing the new Batman. I've heard it was really decent. So
I talked to a guy. He's my barber, and he's also bald. And he said it didn't need to be Batman.
what?
It didn't need to be Batman. It was like a very straightforward police procedural. And I'm like, well, Batman's got like 23 secret master's degrees, so it's nice he gets to flex those for once.
Yeah, I that's the one thing that the people that have had mediocre or better than mediocre reviews of it are, they said that it's nice to see Batman finally be the detective again.
Yeah, like there's this one scene. I don't remember what movie it's in. It's one of the Justice Leagues, and they're like, well, we're gonna have to take off our clothes, or well, they were in a clothing boutique. And they were like, we're going to have to dressed as normal people so that we don't get discovered. And Flash is like, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with everybody knowing my secret identity. And Batman goes, you're Wally West, you're a Clark Kent, I'm Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, it'd be nice to...
Yeah, that was an
see
animated movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
it
the
was,
animated
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I don't remember which animated movie, but yeah. Because there's a fucking dozen, and I enjoy them all.
The DC animated movies are really good.
So good. I enjoyed the shit out
A
of
lot
Flash.
of them are
Flashpoint
violent
Paradox?
and dark.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're really good.
Oh,
they're 10 times
the
better than the
Killing
live
Joke?
actions. Yeah, they're 10 times better
Killing
than the
Joke is
live action.
super dark.
Yeah. They're so good. They're so much better than the live action versions.
Going back 20 years, Mask of the Phantasm.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Batman the
Yeah.
Animated Series was awesome from jump.
Yeah, it was awesome from the get-go, mainly because of George Conroy.
And Mark Hamill.
Kevin Conroy.
Or
It
Kevin
is-
Conroy.
It's
that's
Kevin
right.
Conroy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
And
was-
of course, Sean's favorite.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Who...
It's the only time you like Mark Hamill.
No, I like Mark Hamill as Luke. I also like Mark
no.
Hamill as the Joker. I also liked him as the Cockknocker. I also liked him as the villain he played in the Flash series from the 90s, whose name I
Toyman?
cannot remember. I can't remember what the
Toymaker.
character-
It was
Toymaker.
Toymaker.
Toymaker. Yeah. I like
he
Mark
also does
Hamill.
his voice as well
Yeah.
in the animated series, at least in a couple of the animated movies.
He's a fucking liar in the Guyver. The Guyver film, he's a detective.
He's a detective, that's right.
And it makes him look like he's the fucking Guyver unit, and he's in it for all of 7 minutes, and he dies.
Yeah. He turns into a giant roach.
No, he turns into a giant something or other. With his eyes. His eyes stay the same, but it's like, and then he died. He didn't even get killed. He just died.
A very painful death.
What a liar. But the second Guyver movie was actually a lot better than the first one.
But it did so horrible.
And it was so much darker. And I'm like, no, actually, I don't like that.
Are you
Guyver
talking
2,
about
Dark Arrow?
the live-action Guyver movies or the cartoons?
The anime is
The
really
animes.
good.
I know.
I
I
haven't
really
seen
enjoyed
them.
the animated ones. Yeah, they were really good.
I'm going to have to check that out then.
Oh, dude, they're based off an anime.
I knew that.
didn't-
I knew that.
Yeah, you got to watch the animes.
The animes were
Oh.
really good. Yeah, really
yeah.
good.
Really good, really gory too.
I haven't looked into it, but I always wondered if the female's lines were dubbed or if that's the way she talks. Or what? It didn't ever match up for me. I'm like, could they not afford an English-speaking cute Asian girl?
I think she was just, yeah. I don't know. But
It's her.
What was-
I've seen her in other movies.
what was I thinking?
But at the time, internet wasn't really a thing.
God dang it!
There was no Google to Google. Yeah, the other day we were I was watching the final, the verdict for Fucknuts McGee and his suicidal rant, and we ended up talking about, like, just in chat, and Neo started talking about the movies we had talked about the previous week, and I just started naming other ones, and it was always like the second movie in the series. That's like Leprechaun 4. Like Lethal Weapon 4. It wasn't that bad, but we just kept throwing them out there because Neo, honestly, on his own, brought up both Highlander 2 and what was the other one he did? Or he talked about what is the other one we talked
What
about?
is this? What is this Highlander 2 you speak of? I've never heard of this thing.
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah, I really do. It's terrible.
What was the other canonical catastrophe? Or non-canonical catastrophe?
Halloween
But,
3?
No, Halloween 3 is a good movie. Halloween 3 is not only a good movie, it's a good 80s movie. It's just a bad Halloween movie, which is different.
Yeah.
Freddy 2. Freddy 2's terrible.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is fucking atrocious. Forgot to add that one. Something 3D. Something 3D.
Jaws 3D.
All 3D stuff. I did mention Jaws 3D in my because that is terrible. And Michael King said he didn't see the movie, but he saw the house it built, and it's pretty lovely. Which is like whenever somebody makes a terrible movie, not like De Niro because he does them all the time, but like other people, it's like someone needed a summer house.
More power to him. I wish I could get that kind of grift for making bad stuff. I make bad stuff for free on the internet.
Dude, did you really have to say that to my face on my show? I'm right here.
Are you denying the facts, sir?
No, not actually hurt either. I'm just saying it's really disrespectful. I didn't say it wasn't accurate. I just said it was just disrespectful. Like the fucking audience is not like, yeah, I'm here too.
All three of them.
Hey, and the 4 who watch it afterwards.
It's true. Sometimes we get 12.
As I'm talking about whatever the fuck I want for an hour and a half. Tremors 2? No, Tremors 2 was alright. But there's definitely a plethora of them. Aliens 3, that's what we're talking about.
I like Aliens 3 better than I like Aliens 4.
Aliens 4. Fair. 4 is what we ended up with. Yeah. But I ended up just naming a bunch of CGI ones. Like everyone's got them. Everyone's pissed off at the 5th Friday the 13th. Halloween 3 is the one everyone's upset with, even though I liked it. Not a Halloween movie, but Halloween 5, where they bring in the Order of the Thorn or the Cult of the Thorn or whatever. I put Kane Hodder. He's my favorite Jason and my least favorite Jason movies. What else we got going for us? Don't make me talk about the movies I watch because I watch tons of movies.
We can go back to talking about the Batman, which I've heard is better than average, not great, and too long.
And the
I heard it was long as shit. Yeah.
But I heard it's worth watching, and I've heard that about Spider-Man: No Way Home too.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
I still need to see that one. Waiting. I don't know if Pig's out or not. Hang on, let me look.
What's it called? Prisoners in
Prisoners of the Ghostland.
No, that'd be Pog.
Oh, Prisoners in the Ghostland. (2021). So apparently it came out last year.
All right, so I'm gonna look it up on IMDb.
All right, well, fellas, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. So,
I'm gonna
You have a good
shower and do some stuff.
yep. Talk to you guys later.
All right, Josh. Later.
Bye.
Bye.
it's Prisoners of the Ghostland. So I don't know why we're calling it Pig. AMC Plus with Prime channels.
So where did this release?
AMC Plus with Prime channels.
I don't even know where to get that.
It's a $6.99 rental, or you can subscribe and watch on AMC Plus.
I'm not doing yet another goddamn subscription. Steven, we need you to rip this for us.
Well, you could also watch it on Shudder with a 7-day free trial.
Yeah, but then I
So-
gotta give him my information and then take it away.
Do you have Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can watch it and then delete it. It's got Bill Moseley. Oh, I knew it had Bill Moseley.
Dude, it's got Tetsu Watanabe in it. Okay, Nicolas Cage's character is named Hero.
Well, it's directed by Cien Sono, so yeah.
Takedo Yamamoto is Sheriff Takato.
Good luck with all these words.
Matthew Chozik's character is named Matthew.
Is that the
Constant Vyozen's named Constant.
Hmm.
But Yuzuka Nakayaya is named Susie.
Yeah. Is that the chick from? Oh, that is the chick from the Golden Circle, the Kingsman Golden Circle, the one without the legs. Sophia Boutella. Nick Cassavetes is from Face Off. A Nick Cage buddy. Meh. Meh.
She's very masculine.
He's a big dude. Who?
Sophia Boutella.
Yeah, I didn't care for her. No. That movie that I just said with the circle.
Kingsman.
It's called. Yeah, Kingsman. What else have I watched this week? Last Mercenary. God, it was just so freaking bad. Everything's bad. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Didn't even make sense as far as the plot goes. It was hokey and cheesy in like the worst French ways. Like Peter Sellers' level of humor, just shit.
I've never found Peter Sellers all that funny.
Yeah, that's the problem with this movie. Casting choices were really weird. There was like, it took place in France because he's muscle from Brussels. But like, he has a son, and his son was with an Arabic woman, so his name was Archibald Al Mahmoud.
Okay.
And I'm like, how important is this? Because we keep saying it. And his two best friends are in this French complex with them. They're Americans. like, huh, okay, that's weird. Like, oh god. And then there was definitely this dubbed guy who was clearly Russian. Was comedic humor that didn't land, along with his son, who didn't land. And just atrocity after atrocity after atrocity after atrocity. Terrible movie. Last Mercenary. You should totally watch it, bro. Don't do it. God, it was awful. Not in an enjoyable way, not in a fun way, not in a good way.
Just bad.
Bad. Like it's definitely had like hints of his ego, because at one point he, first off, Jean-Claude Van Damme could do like the mimicking, like the exact mimicking of somebody's voice, because that's something you learn from being a secret agent. And he dresses up as a girl, because that's what you do when you have a lifelong of action movies behind you. But all he would put on was a wig. He didn't wear a dress. He didn't have boobs in. But he cuddled up with his son, and oh god, they had a bickering quietly together, and he pushes Jean-Claude's head down, and it's like this joke blowjob scene that just didn't land at all to anybody, and no one liked it. I was the one watching it, but I pulled the room, and we didn't care for it.
Everyone hated that.
Everyone! It was just me, but I feel pretty strongly about it. God, it was just awful. And then Anna, which was a Hitwoman movie, because I've been watching Hitwoman movies like crazy. I did Gunpowder Milkshake last week. I did Kate. Both of those were great movies. I do recommend both those for varying aesthetics that were aesthetically pleasing. Maria, which is one, but it's based in the Philippines, which is very weird because it was like, I'm pretty sure funded by the Philippine government, because it had all 4 of their official languages equally shared. So it was weird to have like one people speaking in like Tagalog, and then the responses were in English, and everyone understood everything.
You can shoot them in the face.
You can shoot them in the face. You shoot 5, we give you a gun. A sniper rifle, you better shoot them in the face. But yeah, like I don't even know what the other 2 were, but it was just so weird. And like the entire everything that was with that movie was brought upon itself by other things in that movie. Like the guy goes and picks a fight intentionally with a known killer and gets his entire crew killed. Like, who would have thought that would happen? It's like if the kid knew he was killing John Wick's puppy. It's how that movie would play out. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, but you're past your prime. We're gonna kill you because you're past your prime. John Wick in the middle of your prime. It was so fucking stupid. Like, I killed your kid because you're a bitch. Just terrible. Like it was, the action was decent, and but it was not one of the better movies. And then Ava, which was another Hitman-y movie, and that one was just shit. Even though John Malkovich was great in it, and Colin Farrell was decent. Colin Farrell, he was the Penguin in the new Batman. I don't know if that matters or not.
From my understanding, he's only kind of there to set up a sequel.
Is it? Was he in like a John Leguizamo suit from Spawn?
Not, I don't think so, because he just plays whatever the dude's first name is, Cobblepot. Alistair Cobblepot. Oswald Cobblepot.
Well, in the one Batman movie I paid attention to, which his name was. I'm not sure if that was real or not.
Well, and they changed the Riddler's name in this Batman movie too.
Well, I don't think his name was Edward Nygma.
No, he wasn't.
Well, I don't think his name was Edward Nygma, like in that Batman. I mean, that's probably like we don't know what the Joker's name was, but that it was.
Well,
Does it say what the Joker's name was in Joker?
No, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Joker
Nope.
with Joaquin Phoenix?
Nope.
You should.
Okay. Joaquin
Like
Phoenix is
like
one of those
your
guys
real-
that he's.
I don't like Joaquin Phoenix.
He's a really good actor, but I don't like him.
Yeah, that's
like
like Ethan Hawke.
everything I've seen him in, I don't like it. And I can admit he's a really good actor, but I just don't like it. It's kind of like what was that Kevin Spacey movie? American Beauty.
Who didn't you like in American Beauty?
Everybody. And one of those things. It's one of those things
like
where I can
Thora
look at
Birch.
it. I can look at it and go, "Wow, that was a really well acted movie." I don't like it. I
And that's
don't
how I
like
feel
how.
about the cast of Fargo.
Yeah, I don't like it. It was a really well acted movie. It deserves all the acclaim it got, but I left it not liking it and not feeling comfortable. I just don't like it.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I was not the biggest fan of most of that.
And I like Kevin Spacey in most things. I don't like Kevin Spacey the man, but he's a good actor, and I like him for the most part in the stuff that he does, but I just didn't like American Beauty. I did not like anything about it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like the kid.
The one who takes the artsy fartsy films of bags blowing in the wind. Yeah.
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 But
That's how I've at the 3 or 4 Joaquin Phoenix movies that I've watched. I'm like, yeah, he's a good actor. I just don't like the movies he's in.
well, unless you're a white supremacist, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to like Joker. The Joker.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I mean, I'll probably get around to watching it. But it's just not high on my list. But if we go by Jack Nicholson's Joker, he does have a name. He's the thug who kills Bruce Wayne's parents. Joe something or other.
Pretty sure it was Jack in the movie.
Let's see. I'm going to have to Google it. Who killed Martha Wayne? I can never remember. Is it Thomas Wayne? Is that
Thomas and yeah.
Joe Chill is supposed to be the thug who kills.
I thought it was cool, but yeah, so chill.
Joe Chill is the thug who kills Bruce Wayne's parents, and then according to Jack Nicholson, Joker in Batman 1989, he was Joe Chill.
I'm googling who killed Uncle Ben to see if it's the Peter Parker or if it's the Rice guy. Ben was killed by a burglar who robbed their house. Ben accidentally surprised him, causing the burglar to shoot him. His death sparked the transformation of Peter Parker into Spider-Man. Once returned to 5 minutes. Oh, that's not how it went with Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, Hudson.
Hey, Hudson.
How are you doing? How are you?
Good, buddy. How are you? Hey, how's school going? Are you healthy? Eating vegetables? Everything okay over there? We're not busy.
Yeah, just go ahead and repeat that, Jay, because he didn't hear it because I wear headphones, so he can hear you now.
I said, how are you doing? How's school going? Are you healthy?
I'm going to good. I'm healthy.
Good.
So, how is your day going?
Completely derailing everything.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. I watch a really bad movie, but I watch also good movies. So I'm pretty par for the course right now. You know where par comes from? You play golf?
I never played golf before. Maybe someday I might.
Well,
All right, do your
when
thing.
you
Give me my
do-
headphones back.
I don't know.
Go.
Okay, I have to go talk to my dad.
Okay, I will. Thank
See
you.
ya.
Ugh.
I mean,
It's like a train wreck.
like what the hell? But also like, don't ignore kids. If you
Right.
got time, talk to
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah. I don't want to ignore him, but I can ignore him for a couple hours when we do this.
Yeah, that's so Pete. My nephew is he's got polite Tourette's, which is so much better than fuck your mother. But he before he says anything, he has to say excuse me. So he's like, excuse me. I'm like, yeah, bucket. He goes, I have something important to tell you. And I was like, Charlie, you're 10. You're not gonna have anything important to tell me for at least another half a decade. Excuse me. What, bucket? Your coat's on fire. I was wearing the coat at the time.
At least you were warm.
Well, I was warm. I was next to a fire. It was nice and toasty. But yeah, the sleeve of my coat was on fire. And the worst part is it probably wasn't on fire at the start of the conversation, but in the meantime, it became on fire. Yeah, no one to blame but myself for Emily. Something was always off about Joaquin Phoenix on screen, always somewhat awkward, like he never shook his role in Parenthood. Parenthood? Is that a TV show? Because I don't remember Parenthood, though.
I'm pretty sure that was a movie, wasn't it?
Was it Parenthood? Is it about a...
It was a series.
Wait, wasn't Parenthood the one with Steve Martin where he just cluster fucks a group of balloons together and calls it your lower intestine? Like, your lower intestine. Like he tried to balloon animals?
No, it was a
Wait,
movie.
was that Cheaper by the
89.
Dozen?
89. It was a movie.
Might have been Cheaper by the Dozen. Let's look it up. Steve Martin, balloon animals.
Yeah,
What could,
it was.
what could
was that
possibly
movie.
go wrong?
It was. Yeah, it was a movie from 1989. It's got a star-studded cast. Believe it or not, Steve Martin, Mary Steenburgen, Diane Weist, Rick Moranis, Martha Plimpton, Keanu Reeves, Joaquin Phoenix.
Remember Lauren Graham? I think Dax Shepard.
I'm not seeing him in the cast.
I think Monica Potter. I remember the grandpa was Craig T. Nelson. Wait, no. I am definitely thinking of the TV show. Who was in the movie?
Okay, John Wick Chapter 4 is in post-production, but John Wick 5, Chapter 5 is in pre-production. Wow, I thought Constantine was made in the 80s. I guess not. It was made in 2005.
March 24th. Through the jungle. Did you just say through the jungle?
Ah. Constantine with the yeah, I could told you that. Constantine with
Keanu.
Rachel Weisz. She wasn't around in the 80s.
Oh, speaking of Gary Oldman from an hour ago, have you seen Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead?
What? Oh, I mean, yeah, from the 80s.
Is it from the? I mean, it was one of his first movies, or earlier movies, I should say. I have not seen that movie in a long time, and I kind of want to see it again now.
Wasn't it from the 80s?
2009.
What?
Yeah. This I'm thinking we're seeing a Mandela effect here. Shit, I remember being really old is apparently not really old. Oh no, that's Undead. Hang on. That's not the right
I was
movie.
gonna say. What movie are we talking about?
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Or we started this with Parenthood, but yeah, it was 1990 with Gary Oldman, Tim Roth, and Richard Dreyfuss.
I mean, that's 89 in filming.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about Richard Dreyfuss and his Me Too?
Yeah, where he was like, yeah, it sounds like something I would have done, but I don't remember.
I do not remember, but I 100% believe you. I was such a dick. Like I'm not saying it didn't happen. In fact, I'm saying we're all gonna believe her. I just don't remember it. I was a bit of an ass. And you with them titties are my type. What do we think of Blonde and her mouthing off about Holly McClane?
You're gonna have to refresh my memory. Who's Holly McClane, number one?
Holly Gennaro from
Oh,
Die Hard?
gotcha. Yeah, what about her? Oh, because she was average looking.
Bruce Willis is not an attractive man. Not that he's unattractive. I mean, he looked good in Moonlighting.
Moonlighting,
but,
yeah.
But 40-year-old Bruce Willis?
Well, I mean,
37-year-old Holly Gennaro.
if you want to know what Jason Statham's going to look like in 10 years, you just look at Bruce Willis.
I mean, he's not a bad-looking 70-year-old.
No, I mean he's yeah. I mean
He's got charm, but John McClane does not have charm.
right.
John McClane's a bit of an asshole.
Which is why his
And he's
wife
a
left
cop.
him.
Yeah, and he's a cop, so well, you know, he doesn't have Bruce Willis money.
I think we're dead.
Hudson knows what's up. But you know, we're not talking like Tom Cruise in Top Gun. And I think Leah Thompson is a decent wife. Tia Leone's a decent wife. Kelly Preston's a hell of a wife. Beard or not. Just shut up, Blonde, you judgmental bitch.
Well, and you got to remember that she's young enough to not understand that when the movie was released, the gal playing that role was a 7 or an 8.
Especially in that office.
Right. So, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
Kelly
it's-
Lynch from Roadhouse looks awful.
So does what's her nut? Who's in Top Gun? That was Sharon Stone. No, that was Kelly McGinnis.
Was it?
Looked great in Top Gun. Did not age well.
Yeah. Speaking of Val Kilmer,
Yeah, well, Val Kilmer, I'm going to give him a little bit more credit. He's a cancer survivor.
yeah,
And-
all right, fine.
Yeah, he got puffy there for a while, and then now he looks like a cancer patient because he's a cancer patient. So, I mean, he's done as well as he can given the hardships that he's actually faced. He's still
And there's some who still look good. Sharon Stone, Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly looks great.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like a bitch, but she never looked particularly approachable.
Dude, shit. What was the movie I'm thinking of? Where they get locked in the Target.
Who got locked at Target?
Career opportunities.
Oh, I was like, mannequin. that was Kim Cattrall. Also, still looking relatively fine.
Yeah, and is at least base enough to get kicked off Sex in the City.
I like that about her. But that other chick, the still cute one, well, also got kicked off of Sex and the City.
Well, I mean, when you're dealing with the ego that, the horse-sized ego that is Sarah Jessica Parker.
Matthew Broderick pisses me off.
I want to like
Matthew
him, but I
Broderick.
can't like him.
You're Matthew Broderick. You got a string of hits, and you take up with Sarah Jessica. Son of a bitch.
What is
Kevin's,
that? What is
Kevin.
what is the chick flick with Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker and is it the First Wives Club? It's the First Wives Club.
No, it's Hocus Pocus.
Well, there's that one too, but First Wives Club. Sarah Jessica Parker plays the floozy that Bette Midler's husband runs off with, and I don't blame him at all. I'm like, I know that's Sarah Jessica Parker, but given the choice, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Of Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yes.
Yeah. What was I thinking? Kevin Bacon.
It's
Kira Sedgwick.
bigger.
No. Kira Sedgwick, no. That's another one.
I don't know. They both look coked out, so that kind of fits for me.
I give Pierce Brosnan a pass because he's been with his wife since before he was acting. Like he was like stage acting,
Right.
and she's a badass in her own right. And then she popped out a bunch of Pierce Brosnan kids.
And
He's
she's still moderately attractive. I mean, she's middle-aged attractive for what that's worth, but she's not an ugly woman. Unlike,
yeah.
arguably, Kira Sedgwick.
Never attractive. I just never saw it. But, by the way, if you guys are like, oh, well, Jay Fry, he's so good looking, he's got all these choices. I also am ugly. Sean, even uglier. So,
Some have said.
just
Some have said.
too ugly.
Peel the paint off the walls.
So that Jay Fry, he's got a face for radio and a voice for writing, and that hurts. Mostly the paper cuts. Is that a thing? Face for radio, voice for writing? If
I know
not-
the face for radio thing is. I've never heard voice for writing.
If not, I made that shit up, and
It
it
works.
hurts inside, like
Oh.
the ugly parts of me.
So all of you.
Oh,
Well, when you lay it up like that, I got to knock it out of the park.
yeah. Well, I can still do layups before your goddamn foot falls off.
Well, that's not going to happen because I exercise and take care of myself despite my disability.
Thanks for kicking us while we're down, Steven. Man,
Yeah,
I've been
but-
told we're home.
By other dudes.
Yeah, that wasn't really. It would be my best day, and one of my dude friends said I was hot. I'd say I was still not sleeping with him, and then mock his taste for the rest of the day. I saw a one of those two girls, two guys memes, and it was the two girls were giving each other fake compliments, and the two guys were giving each other fake insults.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
We bond by insulting each other. They bond by faking it.
I mean, we're faking it too, but
Yeah,
but it's different.
we're not naturally this mean.
Yeah. I mean, I am.
Well, it depends. Sometimes it's warranted, sometimes it's not.
But I mean with a great deal of charm. Still rubbing it in, Stephen. Not helpful. I have a note from a doctor that says I'm aesthetically good looking. My work also has that same note. I kind of wish they didn't send it to my work. I thought I was going to get it myself. Symmetrical is what she called me. Let's see what we have. Let's see if Tim Pool is trending today for any given reason.
I see he's got Libby Emmons on again.
Uh,
I like Libby.
I
I really like Libby.
yeah, I do. I like her too, even though she's not exactly on my team. But they had that the chick from the Hill last week. The
Chinese gal.
was it the Chinese girl? Or yeah, she was partially Asian.
Yeah.
She does the podcast or the webisodes.
Yeah.
With two other guys. That day, I had seen one of the two other guys. I think his name is Robbie, and he was saying that the pick for 2024 is Mitt Romney, whether you like it or not. And I was like, nope, I don't like it.
No, sir, don't like it.
Yeah, no,
Not gonna happen.
No, not at all. Not now. Not ever again. I voted for him once in 2008, and I hated every minute, or 2016 or 2012, and I hated every minute of it. In fact, I say what you want about Obama, but he kept McCain and Romney from the White House, and I appreciate it. 2012, we were getting Obamacare, whether it was going to be Obamacare or Romney care. And I fucking hated it.
Yup.
And now we see that Ray Park is signed on for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It has potential.
Ray Park was Darth Maul.
Is he signed on to act or just to do the choreography?
It says Darth Maul was in the original plans for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, with Ray Park originally signed on to return.
See, that's a problem.
Oh, wait, it says Maul has been cut from the series. Hold on. Maul has been cut from the series completely once the creative overhaul happened. Okay.
No, he needs to be cut from the series because it was wrong to bring Darth Maul back in the cartoons, which was something they did.
Good day, soldier.
Okay. Do what you need to do and shut the door.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Do what you need to do quietly. Get shit together, Hudson.
Secure that shit, Hudson.
I just saw him in a movie with um, it was a Scott Adkins movie, and I did not care for him at all.
Who?
Ray Park.
Oh, yeah.
Strippers call me good looking all the time, Steven. Oh, Bobby Care paid for cell phones too. Yeah, I did. Oh, fucking Obamacare.
Well, and honestly, I mean, I'm at the point now where it's like, I didn't like Obama. I didn't like what he did. I didn't like how he did.
Oh, he's
most
got
of
COVID
what
right
he
now.
did. Oh, I don't care. But I kind of wish that he was president rather than fucking Joe goddamn Biden.
Yeah, some would
He-
say he is.
He was definitely more competent. Even though I didn't like anything he did, much more competent.
Do you remember the biggest scandal of the Obama administration was that tan suit?
I remember that being the one that they allowed to be. The only negative press he got was that. I remember several other actual controversies that he had. That
Like, you don't remember Fast and Furious? That was a thing.
Fast and Furious, killing kids without, killing American citizens without due process, bombing kids, droning kids, and other things. Droning everything, really.
Yeah.
Just a complete shit fuck. But a better shit fuck than the current shit fuck.
Yeah. Total goat rope.
But again, he did keep McCain and Romney out.
Speaking of not Republicans, Anna Navarro is trending.
Why? Does she have COVID too? Can she have COVID, please? Because it's going to kill her fat ass.
I'm pretty sure it's the fact that she wants both Tucker Carlson and Tulsi Gabbard, not Gabby, Tulsi Gabbard investigated for being shills for Putin.
Given that everybody I hate is opposed to Putin, it kind of pushes me into the pro-Putin camp.
Well, actually, Matt gave a pretty good. First off, you can be against everybody, which is what I'm about. But everybody I dislike is against Putin, which makes me want to be for Putin.
Mm-hmm.
But just because everybody I dislike is on one side doesn't mean I have to be on the other side. Although, after 4 years of them claiming Putin put Trump in office, with no substantiation, no nothing, and
Right.
the ignorance of claiming that the Putin got everything he wanted under Trump, so he didn't need to invade Ukraine, is absolutely ignorant. I'm just going to go with, you people are stupid, and I don't believe it.
It's not ignorance. It's malice.
Yeah. Neo said the other day, was it Neo or was it Matt? Well, somebody said that there was that in they were talking about the Holodomor, and that oh no, it was a TikTok that was talking about the that the Russians had to post, Russian state or the USSR had to put out flyers to not eat children. And I said, I don't believe in Russian propaganda. I bet those children were delicious. And I'm going to stick with that. I bet those kids were delicious. And low in calorie, too.
I just find it funny that everybody's anti-Putin, and understandably, Putin's kind of a dick. And this whole move is just shitty. But in their zealotry against Putin, they're actually supporting actual Nazis in some of the fighters for the Ukraine. For Ukraine, I should say. The Ukraine is not a thing that they appreciate. And while I can agree that Putin invading Ukraine is bad, do you really want to throw your support behind some of these people that are in Ukraine?
Yeah, no. I mean, here's the thing. What is happening in Ukraine is, I would be doing that if I was the one it was happening to. I 100% would be lying to get the people I needed on my side to save my life. It would not be principled. I mean, I might be principled if it was just me that it was happening to, but it's not. It's the entirety of Ukraine that it's happening to.
Right.
So all of my loved ones and all of their livelihoods and all of their lives, yeah, I would claim that the nuclear plants were melting down in the hopes that somebody who cared about the planet would come in and save me. So I don't blame them for that. Just like I don't blame Israel for all the shit the Jews do. I agree with a lot of the tactics that are implemented in Israel. And instead of having TSA, they have profilers that assist you on your entire journey through the LL airport. And the way they got it to stop with the bombings of the buses, and like, it's some mildly messed up shit, but I approve the hell out of it.
Right, because you're going for end results.
Yeah.
With the least amount of disruption.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah. So, I cut them slack where I think slack is needed, and I agree. Like, I would do the same thing. I'm not citing you for what you're doing. I'm citing you for all the other stuff. The fact that the president in the Ukraine was put there by the CIA and the State Department. They aren't there because it was the will of the Ukrainian people. So yeah, I have an issue with that. Some douchebag says Scott Baio is trending, and it's not an RIP, so he has a sad face. What fucking... These people do want you dead.
They do. They want you dead. They will take joy in your demise. And then they will also tell me that I'm a bad person for wanting their demise. Like, even Neo was a little bit upset that I said that Sean Penn should die for being in Ukraine, doing the nonsense that he's doing in Ukraine.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't feel bad. Sean Penn is a horrible fucking human being, and the world would be better if he did not exist anymore. Now, am I going to do anything about that personally? I am not. But I will absolutely gleefully appreciate when he fucking dies, because that man is wasting other people's air.
And resources.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been told that that's not very Christian of me, that makes me a bad person, and I reject all of it. Fuck that guy.
Some people aren't ready to stop masking, and it can be tough to go against the grain.
Oh, poor babies.
NPR.
Yeah, they're trying to say that the people that are still wearing masks are virtuous and they're doing things that, that's right and all this virtuous nonsense. I'm just like, you know what? Stop it. Stop it. You're fucking man children that don't know how to just harden the fuck up, people. Harden the fuck up. Putin is invading Ukraine, and the Ukrainians are tough. What's going to happen if we have any sort of actual adversity in our lives? I mean, people are complaining about the gas prices. And yeah, I complain about the gas prices because they suck. But you know what? That's not real adversity.
Dude,
real
I'm not gonna
adversity is going to be when we don't have food, which isn't that far out.
Speaking of, Adam Baldwin, my favorite Baldwin brother, who is not a Baldwin brother, says 5-pound bag of rice at Vaughn's today, $11. It's not actually a bad price for a 5-pound bag of rice. It's about twice the price it should be, but it's not a bad price.
Right. It should be about $5-6.
Yeah. Guy behind me. That's a big one. Me. Been buying 1 bag a week plus cases of canned beans and chili, etc. for the last 3 months. Are you ready, bro? Guy. Blank stare. Me. Good luck, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
I currently have a month's supply of SpaghettiOs.
I need to buy more, but I've got enough for about a month for the whole family.
Oh yeah, I've been one can of Spam, 2 cans of 2 cans of tuna fish, a 4-pack of SpaghettiOs, or raviolis, or spaghetti and meatballs. I bought a new one this week, chicken meatballs. So it's SpaghettiOs and chicken meatballs. And a box of spaghetti, a can of spaghetti sauce, and a 5-pound bag of rice, $20. And that is what I have been buying for the past month. And I've bought several Idahoans, the family size Idahoans.
Taters.
Yeah, the taters, the flavorful ones, like the really flavorful ones that are still just add water.
Yeah.
They're harder to find in the big boxes. They come in the packets, which are like $1 a piece.
Right.
When they do, I buy a 10, because it's 10 for 10.
10 for 10, yeah.
And I also buy a case of water with that. I also have gallons of water that I buy, but the case of water is 16.9 ounces and it requires 16 ounces. So it's like a just in case kind of thingy for measurement purposes. Just you take a sip out of it and then you pour it all in.
I'm definitely behind on my water, which is not a good thing here in the desert.
Yeah, you gotta get on that.
On the other hand, I do have a canal within a quarter of a mile, and I can filter that and purify that if I absolutely have to.
Yeah, but you gotta wonder about the other people. And even more so, the upstream people. The one expense I did make recently that I am happy about, but I'm also like, ugh. I bought a Grail filter before the prices started getting stupid. The Grail's a 24-ounce bottle with a force filter. It's a funky little doodad, but it's got a cup, and then the filter is on the lid, and you push it like it's a French press kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that eliminates everything but the viruses. And Tennessee doesn't have the protozoans. And whatever the hell, Jardy? Whatever fucked up Les Shroud took him off of Survivor Man. Which fucked him up for 6 months. probably one of the eyeballs or something he ate, but that thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to set up a distillery. It really is what I need to do. Just for water.
You should probably do the Berkey. It's like $75, and all you need are 2 5-gallon buckets.
I need more jerry cans. I know that. I gotta buy some more jerry cans.
But I have no idea what I'm going to do with so much Spam. I got like 12 cans.
Well, on the plus side, that shit keeps for ever.
Yeah.
As long as the cans are intact, anyway.
Yeah, I figure like I'm gonna have to like start going through and like figuring out what's good. Because I bought some egg noodles in the bags, and I'm like, I can do something with you. I don't like you in the bags. I'm pretty sure these bags break down over time.
You're gonna have to get some buckets, some food safe buckets.
Yeah. I've got basically a tub. It's like a Tupperware tub, and it's just got all the rice in it.
Yeah, that's my problem with the bags of rice is that they're inconvenient as hell once they're open unless you have somewhere to offload all the rice to.
Well, I've got like a surprising number of Johnsonville chip bag clips, and I don't know where they came from. Like, I don't remember buying Johnsonville brats and them coming with clips, so maybe my wife sent out for them or something. But I've got like 6 or 7 of these chip bag clips, but from Johnsonville bratwursts. Like, I don't know where these came from. Might have been a buy at a garage sale or something. But one of them I use for my bags of rice. But I think I'm gonna buy some Velveeta cheese sauce packets and just make Spam. Like, slice the Spam, fry the Spam, and then mix it in with the noodles and cheese sauce. And it'd be like a really janky Spam and not actually macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. You're also going to have to work out your toilet situation.
Well, Tim Pool. Was it Tim Pool who? No, it was Zed Education. They had this. It was a dog bag, but you pick up your dog turd, and then there's a canister that you attach to the bag with the dog poop in it. That fills it with helium and it floats away.
The float-a-poo. Yeah, I saw that on Facebook recently.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't think my poop's gonna be solid if I'm eating Spam and freaking Vienna sausage.
No,
But
it'll
the other day I was
mess
like,
up your gut biome. See, that's the other thing with me. Like, all the stuff that stores forever is all shit I can't eat or shouldn't.
Oh yeah,
eat.
like high in sodium everything.
High in sodium, high in carbs, and I'm just like, that's the shit that I cannot eat. But when it comes to survival, I'll just lose a foot and eat that shit because living is better than not living. But yeah, it's one of those things that I have to be very particular about when I, stock up, as it were, for prepping or mild prepping or whatever you want to call it. Rice is okay, but like all these wheat biscuits that everybody stores up or hardtack and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't work for me. Can't do it.
Yeah. I've got 2 chicken de pollo, these big freaking containers because I do not like white rice. But chicken flavored bouillon in these, it's like the containers, and I'm like, man, I gotta start keeping track of all this stuff. Like, not only keeping track, but like actually sorting out what is and isn't good. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of like it's like 3 cheese Idahoan or something like that, but
Right.
I will want the variety.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, after a while, I'll want this to switch it up.
See, I'm gonna like, I can't really do those too often because they really jack with my sugar levels and carb levels and sodium levels especially. So I'm just gonna have to grow fucking potatoes. Is what it's gonna come down to.
Yeah.
Which out here in this soil, yeah, that becomes tricky.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But you know, like if you guys try things you don't like it, like if you don't like spam, try treat. If you don't like treat, deviled ham.
my
If you
dad
don't like,
liked treat better than spam.
yeah.
I don't like either one, but he was a nut for treat.
I actually have a stockpile of spices. Sally Toys is giving good pointers and tips and stuff. Not because I was stockpiling spices, but spices are so damn expensive now. Like $4.99 for a spice that when they're 2 for $5, I go ape shit. But my
Well, what you need to do is you need to start buying non-ground spices
yeah.
and then buy a grinder. Because the ground stuff, it goes stale, bad, whatever you want to call it, way faster than the whole stuff will.
Mm-hmm. Get yourself a little hanging garden of you can do like the 4 or 5 best herbs that you like, and you'll have them fresh.
Yep. I'm lucky in that chilies are a natural thing out here, so I won't be hurting for chili spice.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it.
But and also, what you got to be careful of is if you get like the restaurant size things, like you can't pour a restaurant size like a granulated or garlic powder over your food when it's steaming in the pan, because that steam will clump up your shit and ruin it. So get used to, you know, parsing out however much seasoning you need on something separate and then pouring it into your food. If you got those big old bitches. Otherwise, if it's just a regular container, you go through it in a month. But I save money on cilantro by it tasting like soap. Well, so I don't have to cilantro. Let's go over. But yeah, there's cans of tuna fish. There's cans of chicken breasts. They're not as good as fresh chicken, but it's nice to have protein in with your carbs.
We used to work for the Dial Corporation back when they were headquartered here in Scottsdale, and they had owned Armor, the Armor Meat Packing Company.
Oh.
So I used to get all of their stuff dirt cheap in the company store. So I still got some of that stuff. But they have some weird ass shit like pork brains and gravy.
Do they? I've never
Yep.
seen that.
Yep, you can. They sell pork brains in gravy, and it is as gross as it sounds.
I've been having to keep an eye on because I bought a tuna fish in soybean oil, and I was like, oh, what the shit is this? And I tried it, and I didn't care for it at all.
But when it comes to a survival situation, yeah, I may not care for it, but if it means eating or not eating, I'm fucking eating.
Yes, yeah, but I would rather be eating things I like
Correct.
than things I do not like. But at the same time, you do what you got to do to survive.
Well, and I'll go full X Jones, and I will eat your ass.
Eat your ass. But if you have the opportunity, and it doesn't take much, but it's bad right now. But I have 20-year food supplies because I bought them 10 years ago. But I would rather, not rather. Rather's a bad word, but I will have the ability to eat more perishable foods while saving my rainy day supplies for rainy days.
Yeah, I've got, like I said, I got a month's worth of food for the whole family. That's the 30-year stuff tucked away in triple sealed shit.
Mm-hmm. But it's nice to have stuff on hand that doesn't require this, that, or the other thing.
Right.
And every once in a while, I will go through an aisle that I more not ignore, but like sections. Like I will check au gratin potatoes on a regular basis to see if they changed up the recipe. Like, do I still need a cup of milk? Because I can't buy powdered milk to make milk because it won't have refrigeration. But I'm like, if you don't require an egg and you don't require milk, or
Do you have a generator?
no, not at this apartment. I have a generator in storage. I don't have the generator at this apartment.
I need to get a couple of jackeries. But I figure that a generator isn't going to be as useful as they have been in the past. I mean, they're still useful items, don't get me wrong, but I need something what they're going to call a solar generator, even though it's not a generator, it's an inverter. But I need to start prepping a solar electric solution for disaster. So have to buy some Battleborns or a Tesla battery or 3 and do all the calculations and get them now while they're cheap and you can get them cheap Chinese solar panels because not going to run out of sun.
Yeah. Just and the thing with buying a little at a time at the grocery store is you're not going to drop the $3.50 I dropped for a month of food. Because my fucking that was the big variety pack, but and I don't recommend like number 10 cans unless you have a family. Is it 10 cans or 8 cans or what's the giant fucking ones that are like a gallon of shit?
That's a good
Number
question.
10 can, I think.
Let me check. No, it's 10 pounds in a 10-pound can. Go
These
figure.
are well. I mean, a gallon of milk is 8 pounds. The human head's 10 pounds.
Number 10 can is like 12 cups of liquid.
Yeah, that's a number 10 can then. Unless the number 8 is somewhere around.
I'm
10
not
cans.
seeing 8s.
Okay, so then it's the number 10 can. And that is the thing. You can slowly but surely build up without doing anything weird by just putting an additional $20 in your groceries. For a while, my wife and I would double up on the things we were buying on a weekly basis, and that way, it was a little more in the grocery cart bill and budget, but it also freed up once a month for us to just buy the less perishable items in a whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah. Well, I'm at the point where I've got a teenage boy and then one who's a year or two out from being a teenage boy. And I have to buy so much food, it's fucking ridiculous.
I said the human head, and that was just a quote from Jerry Maguire.
We must go through like 4 gallons of milk a week.
Dude, it kills me when I toss like probably like 2 cups under half a gallon away. Like, it's definitely more than a half gallon, but I do not ever use a whole gallon. But I always use over half a gallon.
Yeah, it's like we go to the grocery store about twice a week, and every time we're picking up a gallon or 2 of milk. And my wife and I, other than for cooking purposes, don't use milk.
Same here. But I'll tell you what, my brother, not a milk drinker. I was a milk drinker, and I'm nearly a foot taller than my brother. Well, I was 6 years ago.
Yeah, my parents made me drink milk almost with every meal, and pretty much only milk until I was 12 or 13. I have not been that strict with my kids. But I've only ever broken one bone in my life, so it must have done something.
So anybody else I know die? Not no. But
Now, do we have a body count on how many celebs have died so far this year?
Yeah, I'm like, no wonder old people are always sad, man. Now that I'm an old people, I fucking know why. Well, we have William Hurt, and we have Scott Hall, and that's just this weekend.
Week. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say that's the last couple of days. And then notably, we lost Betty White.
Betty Walker.
Although I guess technically we lost her last year.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was in December.
It seems we've been losing about 2 a week, though, this whole year.
Yeah. But, Razor Ramon, it was hip replacement complications. So
Well, that and a couple of heart attacks.
he was of age. Well, the heart attacks from the hip replacement complications. Yeah.
Hmm.
But, yeah, man, it's rough. I lost Kenny Rogers right before COVID. Joe Diffie. So those two great country music singers. And Willie Nelson's still out there kicking. Good lord. We have Cheech and Chong are both still alive. We live in a weird world. We have I mean, usually, like, often we lose wrestlers young, but so that doesn't count for.
I'm gonna say we really haven't had a whole lot of wrestler deaths. If you think about it, like the guys that are dying now are all big in the '80s and early '90s.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm saying he was getting hip replacements, so I mean that's a far cry from like an Owen Hart death
Right.
or a Chris Benoit murder spree.
And yet, every time I see Nancy Pelosi, the only question I'm left is why won't you die?
So those $14 per ounce ice creams in her $70,000 fridge, keeping her alive.
I guess. Do you think they'll 25th Amendment Biden before he carks it, or is he just going to cark it in office?
I saw this great one the other day of Biden getting off a helicopter, and it's all like dubbed by Secret Service. Like, oh, we almost lost it. Okay, good. We've been having some problems stairs lately. And then he's walking towards a Secret Service agent. He's like, all right, one is in the wings, and point to let him know where he needs to go. Okay. Yep, that was an obvious point. Everybody saw it. There's no way you could possibly confuse it with anybody else. We're going to have you retreat now. Yep, he missed the mark. He missed the mark, and he's continuing on. We need either a pretty woman or a young child with delicious hair. So, yep, no way you could miss that mark. That was a positive point, and it was witnessed. And oh, well, he's off script. How a transgender Ukrainian man escaped Russia's invasion. I painted my nails violet and wore mom's shirt to look more girly.
Traitor.
And then there's Tim Pool says there's a meme about feminists when war breaks out. It shows the women doing the dishes and smiling.
Yeah, did you see that Tim put out a video today about how there's actually 4 indictments for felonies against Netflix in Texas for cuties?
Good. Oh, Razorfist is posting this what is that?
The Russian revolver that he posted?
I'm assuming it's a Russian revolver. It looks kind of like a Schofield, but probably not a Schofield. This is how you collude with Russians. It's a beautiful gun. Little longer than I would care for.
Asteroid half the size of a giraffe strikes Earth off the coast of Iceland.
That's a metric, all right.
Half the size of a giraffe.
What's that Family Guy with the black woman, like the fat black woman, and Peter's her assistant? He's like a desk of chocolate. Like, I don't think that's a metric. No foreign biological laboratories operate in Ukraine. U.S. Embassy and Snopes say. I guarantee this. No foreign biological. What does that mean? What's a foreign biological laboratory? Bunny posted me kills a huge mouse with a baseball bat. Everyone else at Disneyland. That's 4 girls freaking out in a haunted house. Like, yeah. I like me rolls down the window and then a shitty look at everyone else on the submarine. Oh, what the hell? Nancy Pelosi says you smell that? It's a smell of panic.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Razor Fist one.
Yeah. Like, God damn it. You're awful.
Again, the only question I'm left is why won't you die?
Morgan the wizard. Morgan is a wizard says the Pfizer CEO says a 4th booster shot is necessary. Morgan says, read the room, bro. Oh, he gave a nice heartfelt send off to Scott Hall.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi says he'd come running to direct a Batman movie. Well, I would give you the chance after I saw you made me like Tobey Maguire. Now, if you can make me like Jake Gyllenhaal, that would be something. But I won't do it because he's worth like $1 billion. So fuck him. Gee, am I on like the Razor Fist page? So he's posted a lot. Yeah, I think we're about done here. It is 11:10, and I don't have shit anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's
You
just
get Steven on because I got shit to talk about with him, with movies and whatnot.
there's the news is so droll. I mean, other than the Juicy Smollett nonsense,
I did
really
not
don't-
find out about Elon wanting to fist fight Putin, but
I was
did
shocked to
want
find out that
reply.
was an actual tweet. Like that was a legit tweet. I thought that was a joke tweet, and no, that's legit. And Putin's crazy enough to take him up on it.
Gee, the Grimes quote about bro lives at times below the poverty line to the point where I was like, can we not live in an insecure $40,000 house and I'm eating peanut butter for 8 days in a row? Like, I'm testing you to see if you're marriage material, bitch.
They
Like,
never
you
got
know-
married, did they?
No, but they had kids.
Yeah.
And she's going to get a hell of a...
Child support.
yeah.
My guess is he's got custody. She's nuttier than a squirrel turd.
Yeah, I'm like, was that your choice to eat peanut butter for 8 days in a row? Like, Your Honor, I'm Elon Musk, and she ate peanut butter for 8 days in a row. I have a $7,000 credit on Breeds. and she's out here eating peanut butter for 8 days in a row.
We got anything else we need to mention before we go away for a week?
No, I just think we should go away for a week.
Okay. We can do that.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, I believe in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful nation. All you need is the will.